Yes, he did.
Yes. We took Nevada, we took Colorado, we took Indiana, we weren't supposed to take Michigan, even though Kerry won, but they thought at the beginning that Michigan was going to be theirs. We took Ohio and Indiana. We almost took Missouri.
We came up in them red states.
Pennsylvania thought it was a threat. That was almost done soon after elections were closed. We took that. We took Virginia. And in Virginia, and the way we run Virginia, in some of the most rural areas, of Virginia, the area that are high military minded, that nobody ever thought that he should even go. And he took that. And then Florida, the way the Pensacola, Florida, the Miami-Dade County, third generation Cubans came out in stark force in support for Barack Obama.
Has there been
changed the landscape?
Has there been enough talk of the Howard Dean strategy, which started right after he lost the election 4 years ago? That strategy was, let's go out there and let's get all 50 states. Let's go after all of them. There's no such thing anymore.
Let me say this, because I think the Dean strategy is important. The Obama strategy is even more important. But I think also what I saw early in the process, and I was one of the early supporters of Barack Obama too, what I saw was that you had a number of things working, number of factors. The first of which was that the Republicans had so turned off the American people with not only the two wars, not only with the faltering economy, but just the general overall way the administration, the Bush administration has run for the last 2 terms. It really turned off the critical mass of the American people, including Republicans. So many people who I happen to have known something about his career in Chicago. A lot of people couldn't get past the name Barack Obama. You know, how is a Barack Obama going to be? Barack Hussein, even worse.
That's what the
how's he going to be president?
Conservative media.
Well, but see, what they didn't understand was all those questions had been answered when he ran for state senate in Illinois, for Congress in Illinois, and for the U.S. Senate. And they didn't realize he was such an impressive candidate. And I'm going to tell you something. The genius of Barack Obama, and that's why you really can't give him enough credit. Because there were many times when I thought he was going to lose it. I know I wanted to lose it. I know we wanted to lose it. But he held on, and that ultimately proved to be a very effective strategy.
One of the things that I thought about that, though, and I agree, we used to have these discussions after watching some of his speeches, and what I was pushing for was the essence of Barack Obama is what's coming out. He is not Viola Plummer in terms of taking it all on. He is, and I'm saying that's his genius. That's who he is. And he never allowed the situation to turn him away from it.
Never did.
Having said that, though, I think that the other thing that was on the minds of the masses of people was the economy. And that the war in Iraq, the escalating war in Afghanistan, and we still gotta really hear how that's gonna play out, but the economy. In all of the states, all of the red states, indeed the economies, they say in North Carolina, for instance, and Ohio, for instance, that the double-digit unemployment, that the massive loss of homes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I certainly hope that just my short conversation here with Ryan, that somehow we get Ryan into those economic discussions with President Barack, because it's quite a daunting task.
Okay, well, so we're going to take a look at some of the enormous footage we picked up while we was out there on the field, and out at nighttime you saw people of all colors screaming and holler Obama, Obama time. So we'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsors.
That's right.